From BX till Brooklyn. From BX till Brooklyn. From BX till Brooklyn. We get it on, no shit, man. And I'll be back on track. Yo, I think we're back on the track. Uptown, so where the Bronx at? Is New York in the house? Say what now?
Bronx, Manhattan, Staten, Queens, and Brooklyn. It's the remix. Where the Bronx at back? Bronx, Manhattan, Staten, Queens, and Brooklyn.
Word, I'm on my NY shit. NY baby with my NY bitch. New York. Word, I'm on my NY shit. BX Bronx, get it NY. New York.
The king of the swag zone. You pawns gotta check me. David is right, you ain't seen New York till you met me. Ray ass like Jose, you get me? But overall, I'm a good fella. So don't test me, haters, just don't do it. You Patrick ass niggas, I will never let you win. Dominican and my Spanish is so fluid. So what I got that beat Dewsbury is you doing? I'm on this corner like it's 89. This that New York swag that had knives in that state of mind. You shake spines if you lame strive, but your wide clap niggas keep yelling if you hate I.
And I'm so NYC, here's that Prince of the Bronx, baby, NY's me. That's right. And it's that NY remix, Empire State, because it's his first six, okay? From uptown down to Harlem, jumping on the west side, headed to the garden. I got my swag on track, can't get fitted to the left, is that why on my chest? Yes, cause word upon hate shit change. Come BX like a 2-4 on that 6 train. And I'll be back on track, New York. This is the remix track, like word. I'm on my NY shit, NY baby with my NY bitch. New York. Word, I'm on my NY swag.
Let's go.
BX Bronx, get it NY fast. New York.
Street corner. Let's go. New York. 750 out with the stash box. Swag by the bricks, I'm opening up a swag spot. Let's go. These rappers starting to bore me. And the Yanks still won they ticket without Tory. 5-star shorty, we ain't never been defeated. And I always stay fly like a fly frequent. I ain't nothing but a crown holder. We get it poppin' like a Thursday at my Moses. I bring the Bronx, Brooklyn, Queens, and Harlem out. Brad Pigs, LG, and Street Corner out. I got swag, nigga, use yours. Even out of town, they playin' that song New York.
NY swag so fire, we did it 2 times. It's 2 times. Y'all niggas gon' let my crew shine. Me and a few of my niggas be on the field. I know you plan on biting my swag, nigga. It's shoot time. My shit tight, Michelle Pfeiffer and the cats. Jackie joining the tracks, medium on the fat. Hit him in the jaw with the gun and knock out his back. To get my pockets looking like Eddie Murphy in the fat suit. It's kinda nutty how I want my wallet puffy like Biggs, man. I'm willing to deal with the problems if they can. Money swag surfing, I'm swag swerving. Be a blackberry curving. Y'all niggas still shirts.
Word, I'm on my NY shit. NY baby with my NY bitch. New York. Let me take my suit jacket off real quick. They think I'm new around here. Queens representative, forever I will always be. Isn't it evident? My flow, 3 letters, OMG. What's that? Who am I? Let me introduce. I'm flawless, the jumper cables when tracks need a boost. Don't listen to rap, still a weak excuse. I'm a pop star, so they ask, what is he confused? No, just my alter ego has different views. I can walk the walk in sneakers and the shoes. I'm a problem, hazard, simple mathematics. I don't gotta add and divide to know your average. OZ gave me the heat, so I'ma smash this. Hope you got insurance for the beat, cover this in.
I'm damaging every beat I'm giving. I'm at my peak with this lyric spitting, making it hotter than Hell's Kitchen. I'm swell spitting with these swagger flows. I'm steadily bagging hoes by the way the cuffs is on top of Zapatos. I'm never boring, keep the crica calling home until the morning. Conquistador and chicas until the people roaring. I'm steady warning if you ain't getting your swagger G. A little league pitching, I'm hitting like Don Mattingly. Creating casualties, casually cause calamities. Khaki gets cowards constantly catching themselves caffeine. And why Swagger Kings remix the New York swag release. Put a toe tag on the remix and why Swagger beat word.
Damn, what happened to the track? Got 8 motherfuckers left casual in the back. I could do this a cappella, I don't even need a track. I'ma call my homie Nova, tell him bring the beat back. Funny how they act when you swag on zero. Get a couple mil, they approach like primo. Ladies made it hard like I'm Shaq on free throws. Now they see the chain and they on my beach, yo. Everybody mad, I'm on NY swag. Saying casuals this, saying casuals that. Homie, this is Michael May, I got casuals back. Cash told me tell the haters kisses NY ass. You ain't even gotta wonder who's bringing NY back from up under. Street corner motherfucker. If you need the proof, man, the proof is in the numbers.
All right, y'all. Welcome back. We got to get to the day's verdict, y'all. People. It's been going crazy today. Everybody is going absolutely nuts. We not wasting no time today. Y'all already know how I give it up. All parties we're speaking about today are innocent until proven guilty, not guilty until proven innocent. Man, oof. I'm not on the side of Diddy. I'm not on the side of prosecution. I'm on the side of the law. So people are now speaking about an acquittal. Diddy is filing for a Rule 29 acquittal. It's going pandemonium, y'all. It's going absolutely crazy out there. I want to dive right in. I really want to get to I think it's Taylor Out Loud, but I want to dive into a little bit of this, into this Mr. Wiggins, man. I want to dive right in. People, it's looking, I told y'all from the beginning, on day 2, and everybody's already talking about Tisa. Like, yo, why she lying? Why is she lying this and why is she lying that? I already told y'all. I don't attack content creators. I attack their arguments. Because their arguments are empty vessels. And they have no legs to stand on. But we're going to dive right in. Let's see what the big dog got to say.
And thank you. And here's the thing. This week, I know we come for the giggles and the kicks, but we got to get serious because there's no more testimony anymore. There's no more fireworks, guys. Honestly, today was one of the most boring days of the cases. Now, you will hear a lot of people, and I'm not talking about anybody specific because I'm talking about the news, whatever. People be lying. I'm just telling you that. People be lying. You know, I do my entertainment spin, but people be lying. You know, somebody texted me today and was like, and I was in the overflow. Somebody texted me today and was like, was Diddy shaking his head up and down to the freak off music? Like he was bobbing to the music? I don't know who said that. I don't know where that came from, but apparently that's being said. And I was asking around for people. They was like, that never happened. They were also saying that people were saying that Diddy was talking to them. I've never seen any of that stuff.
I'm going to say this again, y'all. I've been telling y'all from the beginning. From the beginning, I've been telling y'all. Y'all have to be careful who you listening to. It's skipping a little bit on his end because he's still live streaming right now. He's actually live streaming. That's why it's skipping on his end. If it's skipping on my end, let me know. He's actually live streaming. I just wanted you guys to catch a little. I want to catch a little bit at the beginning of what he's saying. I've been telling y'all. You guys gotta pay attention to how people are talking. People, all the news stations are saying Diddy's going down, life. But then you watch the content creators that are actually in the building and they're like, Diddy's defense is filing for a Rule 29 acquittal. People, you have to be careful who you're listening to. And like Mr. Wiggins just said, Yo, there's content creators out here who are lying, y'all. If y'all can't see it, they're lying. This is I like to consolidate, but let's keep going.
And I think that he would get in trouble for doing that. So I don't know, but people just be saying stuff, y'all. And so I do think that as the week goes on, and it's because it's going to become more and more uninteresting and less interesting, people are going to be just throwing shit out there. You know what I mean? Diddy farted and threw it at me. You know what I mean? Diddy told me if he gets off, he's going to kill me. You know, people be saying shit.
Now, I'm not going to show the video. I'm not going to show the video here, because y'all not going to strike me down. But I do know a video. I do know a video he's talking about. Maybe I might do a private live stream for my members only. There is a woman who was like, Diddy looked right at me like he wanted to kill me. He can't go free because if Diddy gets out, I know he's going to come and kill me. And Diddy looked at me and said, I know who you are. People, come on, man. Come on, y'all. That's because people are running out of things to talk about, people. They're running out of things to talk about. What's going on? People are literally saying, yo, Diddy looked at me. And that was like a look I was scared of. Like, if you release him, he's going to come and kill me. I'm like, oh my gosh. Anything for attention, y'all, and views, I'm telling you.
The juror laughed and ran off a stage and had a heart attack. Meanwhile, the jurors ain't doing nothing. So, they said that was Tisa who said that. Well, I don't know. I didn't see it. I mean, I didn't hear that she said it. But shout out to her. She's doing her thing covering the case. We like her. So no tea. Shout out to her. She's doing her thing. She's killing it. She's everywhere. So shout out to Tisa Tales on that. But I didn't see now, girl. I didn't see. Yeah. So I don't know if there's.
You see? You see? I told y'all. People, it's only a matter of time till the truth has to come out. These content creators can't keep lying just to get views. Like, let me tell you, Diddy looked at me and he was like, I'm gonna kill you. People, we have to stop. We have to stop. Please. Please. We gotta stop lying. We gotta stop rewarding bad behavior as content creators.
Well, the T was, but if she told y'all that, then she told y'all that, y'all. I'm gonna stay in my lane. So anyway, but shout out to Tisa Tales. She's doing her thing. Love you, boo. All right, so let's get into it. So okay. So they did the summary today. Not too much going on. They went through a bunch of text messages that we already know. You know, from Jane Doe saying she didn't want to be a bag. She's not into porn. She's not a P star. It's been 3 years. You know, she's been strangers. We went through all of this stuff already. What they were doing today is pretty much doing the last final summary, going over the freak off videos, going over text messages that we've covered already in here. You know, more talk, more me talk, more I'm horny, all of that. So I'm over that. We know everybody was horny. We know everybody better be hard. We know that there was ketamine and cocaine. Okay? But now reports are saying, the defense is saying, hey, we're not even bringing any witnesses to the stand. And they are expected to start their case tomorrow. The prosecution has pretty much rested. They might have to do a redirect because the defense right now is doing a cross-examination of the last witness, which is the summary witness. So it's a snooze fest. Everyone's bored. Snow fireworks. People are going to sleep. people are coming less and less. You know what I'm saying? People are not really in it as much because it's all a bunch of stuff that we already know. So now, the defense is doing their cross-examination. Boring. All right. The prosecution took 2 days to do theirs. Then they will start their case. But they're planning on shooting for the Rule 29 filing, which is an acquittal. Now they do that. Now this is standard. Now the Rule 29 is basically, saying that, hey, judge, before the jury deliberates, we want to quit this case because we don't feel like the prosecution has detailed and laid out their story. They don't have enough substantial evidence to charge this man with these criminal crimes. Everyone does this. So 9 times out of 10, this probably and most likely will be thrown out. But why not exercise your right to the filing? You know what I'm saying? I mean, and hey, the judge could actually go with it. But something tells me this judge is not going to be the one.
Now, I just wanted you guys to hear that real fast. Now let's jump over. Let's get into the meat and potatoes. Because he doesn't go into detail. And I want you guys to hear some details. Let's dive in.
Let me just start off today's
Trent. His name is Trent.
With a bang.
Fair use.
Diddy could be going home tomorrow. Diddy's defense team is going to try to present Rule 29, which is a motion to not even have the case go to the jury. They feel like they have grounds. I will tell you all about it.
Now, why did I want to jump to this?
was originally founded.
I hope you understand right now.
It is possible that this whole entire trial is over tomorrow afternoon at the end of the day of court. Might even, if it gets approved, it probably won't even get to the end of the day, all right? So sit tight. I will break everything down to you. I'll let you know what Rule 29 is about. Just for anybody who's new that's going on here, I am inside the courtroom. I am in the front row where all the content creators are. Diddy's mom sits a couple of benches away from me, and then there is Diddy. I'm live. I'm giving you on-point reporting, all right? Letting you know what is going on. I will break down everything to you. Trent, good to see you out in the studio live. Time is so refreshing. Thank you, Lisa Davis. All right, I have a lot to get to today, and so let me start out. I'm going to give you guys a rundown, all right? I have a lot of stuff to get to. I got my napkins here. I feel like a preacher. I'm going to be preaching today, y'all. I'm going to preach. I'm going to tell you about Diddy and how he's going to try to go home tomorrow, y'all. All right, let me give you a rundown of what we'll be talking about today. So I'm going to talk to you first about something I talked about this morning, but we're going to give you a quick summary for those who didn't catch this morning's live. We are going to talk to you quickly about the jury verdict instruction. Then I'm going to talk to you about the schedule for the rest of the week. Then I'm going to talk to you about something that one of the security guards told me, which I thought was very telling. We're going to discuss Diddy going home, not for the Rule 29, but about Diddy going home and if his defense teams are making the right decision. I'm also going to talk to you guys about the jury seating. I've yet to do that. I actually made a little chart here. You guys can see it. I'm going to break down and talk to you about juror number 1. A voice note that Diddy sends to KK saying we're running out of baby oil. Then he sends another voice note to KK. I need some more Cialis, please. Hey, what's up? I need some more Cialis. I don't want to keep bothering you guys. This is Diddy now at the freak off with Jane and somebody from Cowboys and Indians. Hold on, I have something here.
I don't care about where the juries were sitting. I don't care about that.
If this case is going to be judged, okay, that's really not important. Okay, here, juror number 2, at this point here before lunch, jury number 2 is falling asleep. Falling asleep. While we're talking about this case that they're supposed to judge, juror number 2, falling asleep. That's why I showed you.
Insane. I've written the time down where to start. A jury is falling asleep at the wheel like this. Oh, snap. I forgot we on trial. People, this is why Diddy's team is filing for Rule 29. This is common practice. Now, I want to say this before they explain this. Remember I told you guys, all this trial, the whole trial, the whole entire trial, I'm like, this judge has denied a mistrial over and over and over and over again. Let's not forget, and over again. I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be shocked. I don't think he's going to do it. But please don't be shocked if tomorrow morning they go to court and the judge actually feels like, you know what? I think you're right. I'm not even going to waste the jury's time. I know as a judge, because I told you guys, listen, the juries are getting tired. I told you this. Any judgment based on the jurors can be overturned by the judge if he even senses, listen, if the judge even senses fatigue, he can overturn everything. Because there are people who will sit there and be like, yo, not guilty, not guilty, not guilty, or guilty, 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 just to get Diddy out the way. I told y'all about this. And if a judge senses that, he can say, you know what? I'm not even listening. Thank you for this. I'm making a ruling on this case. I haven't heard anything that's significant enough to hold this man any further. The judge can do that. The judge can do that. Now, I wouldn't be surprised, and I told y'all, I think the prosecution, they're just trying to get this out the way. Like, come on, let's move Diddy. Because the longer they stay on Diddy, they can't get to the real crimes. Allegedly. There is something on the Southern District of New York's table. It's the Fat Joe and TA situation, which I will be reviewing tonight. I am reviewing it tonight. Listen. They have actual voice recordings. They have to the day threats going out on the accuser. Hear me. I think that they're like, yo, we're not gonna get Diddy. Let's get him out of here. Let's go to the next one. Cause we got a smoking gun over here. People, I want you guys to understand something. This is not fun. Now, I'll tell you this. I wouldn't be surprised if tomorrow morning the judge comes and goes, you know what? Out of all three mistrials that I caught, they see, hey, it happens. Listen, they see what's going on. Don't be shocked if tomorrow morning the judge saved all of this BS and he's gonna come and go, you know what? This trial, yeah, we're gonna grant the acquittal. Rule 29, go ahead. Don't be shocked, y'all. Now, I'm not saying it's gonna happen, because I still think if it goes to the jury, but don't be shocked. Listen, because the judge has let legitimately three reasons for mistrial. He let that thing slide. Don't be shocked if tomorrow he comes and goes, I think you're right. Jury, thank you for your time. I feel that the prosecution has not brought their case in a strong enough fashion. And I told you about this when Beluga, whatever the lady's name, Belangala, whatever her name is, what Cassie's friend, when she lied, and I told y'all, people are like, why didn't the judge give a mistrial? Could the judge probably sitting there like, my guy, don't you think I know that they lying? I hear the lies. Let the jury be the ones to the. Don't be shocked, y'all. Everybody is saying, don't be shocked if Diddy walks home tomorrow. Hear me. If Diddy walks, I want to see what Tisa says. The first channel I'm going to is Tisa Tells. I want to see how she's going to explain this to her people. Knowing that she's been up here lying the entire time. People are on other content creators' channel saying, yo, what's with this girl Tisa just straight up lying to everybody? Like, she's straight. I'm telling you, if you leave it to Tisa, Diddy is already in the electric chair. He died 2 days ago. May he rest in peace. If you leave it to her, that's the issue with these content creators, man. They don't want y'all to know the truth. Like I told y'all even last night when I was telling y'all why I'm not speaking on the war. Because people rather lie to you to gain numbers. I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to sit here and lie to nobody to get views and subscribers and get the likes up and donations. I'm not lying to nobody. I'm not doing that. I'm not based on that. I cannot do that. But let's keep... I want y'all to hear something, y'all. Listen, pay attention. Pay attention.
Seating of the jury. Jury number 8, yawning, holding his head back, frustrated, rubbing his neck. That's the white guy, I feel. What's up, bro?
That's because people are tired of hearing about all these damn sexual tapes. Nobody wants to sit here. People. Everybody is saying it in all the comment sections. The prosecution is messing up their case because all they doing is, look at these sexual acts. Look at these sexual acts. Look at these. But today the defense was showing text messages from Jane Doe to the ex-worker saying, yo, send me a picture of that D. Yo, if you could make me squirt, I'll pay you extra. Like, bruh. Nah, and I hear you. I hear you, Bell, but what it is people don't want to hear the truth. And the bothersome part, the reason why last night, I may even continue that live stream at some point, whether late night tonight or tomorrow. I showed y'all all those people fear-mongering everybody about this war, saying we're in the end times. I showed you last night. Biblically, me and Ringo were breaking this down. I told y'all this last year with Biden. I said, stop letting people scare y'all. Look at the wars. Look at the wars. The Bible speaks of this. Well, I guess maybe you didn't read your Bible's incorrect. Cause last time I checked, last night when I broke down the Bible for you guys, and I broke it down, I read it down, I read the whole thing. Wars are the beginning. We're nowhere near the end. But you got these channels, sow that seed. We're at the end, people. Sow the seed to make sure that you're gonna get into heaven. Because God said for you. So stop listening to these people, man. Stop listening to them. It's called fear mongering. It is a real thing. People are feeding off of your fear. Back to this Diddy trial. Same thing how over here. There are so many people who just want Diddy to go down. Yeah, he's going down. He's going down. When Diddy walks, watch this. I said it. All the feminist groups are going to come out protest. Look what happened to Diddy. What can happen to us? Look what happened to Diddy. What's gonna happen to us? They looking for a reason to riot. They looking for a reason to be in an uproar. But let's keep listening, because I want y'all to hear something, y'all. I want y'all to hear something.
Feel like could vote not guilty for Diddy. Juror number 9 falling asleep. Before lunch, as they're talking back and forth about free goss with Jane and a summary witness, I have written down here 2 jurors, juror number 12 and juror number 9, falling asleep, okay? Let me run through this quickly before cross-examination.
Dude's just falling
There's
asleep.
another video of Diddy sending audio saying, yo, I need $15,000. I sent somebody $15,000. Then they show a picture of pills. They show a cash payment to Paul. Then they go through a text message with Jane and Diddy. Here is where it starts to get a little bit interesting. You can see a little bit of Jane not wanting to do free cops anymore. Again, just want to remind you guys, this is very repetitive. We went through this with Jane on the stand, but a summary witness before the prosecution rests, they just want to go over it again. So don't blame me if it sounds repetitive, but they bring up this text thread. Jane says, I'm not an adult star. I've been here for 3 years having sex with strangers. I need a break. No more hotels. I'm built for love. I'm not built for sex with strangers. Listen to this. All you want me to do is suck, and while others, and you only want to do that with me, and you want to take other girls, i.e. Young Miami, on vacation. When the prosecution and Joseph were reading this, juror number 9, Grandma, was so unimpressed. We are supposed to feel bad for Jane. We were supposed to feel like, here, this is Jane saying proof that she does not want to be here. This is proof that Jane's saying, yo, you're just using me. Hey, Will Wallace, thank you very much for the super chat. I'll get to your question in a second. We are at this point are supposed to be feeling.
Shout out to the 124 in the building. Thank you guys for subscribing to the channel. Hit the like button, turn on notifications. Over here, we consolidate all the truth going on in the Diddy trial. A lot of people are lying, y'all. And shout out to everybody. Shout out to everybody. Y'all guys know I was the first one. And I can say this. I can say this proudly. Proudly. I told y'all, I was the first one that was pointing out content creators who were lying. And I always start my stream, I'm like, yo, listen, I don't have no personal issue with Tisa, but I said, I know she capping. Every stream she start, oh my God, Diddy's dead. He's been dead for 48 hours, and let's see what's... People, I cannot listen to somebody who's straight capping. I can't. I cannot. But I want y'all to hear something, y'all. I want y'all to hear something. Because then I'm going to tell you what's something. Now, mind you, y'all guys know, those that know me, what up, y'all? Don't mention your name in my comment section. I know y'all niggas watching. I know a lot of correction officers. I know a lot of court officers. I know a lot of police officers. I know a lot of FBI agents. I know a lot. And you're gonna hear this man say something about one of the court officers that's there. Watch this. Just watch.
Feeling like Jane wants to quit. Jane doesn't want to do these things, but I'm looking at the grandma who is juror number 9, and the reaction that I'm getting from her, what I feel is she feels a little bit of disgust to Jane that she is texting that she has done these things. I don't know if that's getting through to you guys. The text message of saying, all you want me to do is do this with D. All you want is this. And all you do is keep me with, I feel like she...
2025 IRS tax forgiveness.
Yeah, them old
now
ladies,
has
they don't want to
open
hear that,
enrollment.
man.
It's easy
Them old
to
ladies...
feels like Jane shouldn't even be texting these things. Think about an older person, an older grandma. Yes, she definitely could understand that she might not want to do it, but for the past 3 years, you had me just doing this. I feel like the grandmother might look and be like, well, why were you doing this for the past 3 years? Why now are you only saying something? Again, just my opinion, and it's
Right.
what I'm reading off of her face.
And I will say this, y'all. Y'all may think differently. A lot of old folks, elderly folks that I spoke to, they don't feel like any of these women are victims. You speak to the elderly folks, the elderly women, they like, yo, we don't feel bad for this woman here. Nothing here screams victim, nothing. The older folks are like, I don't see nothing. I don't see nothing.
When she's reading the text messages, some people are feeling bad for Jane, saying, oh my gosh, I feel for her. The grandma.
And I'm sorry if you guys hear a little bit of an echo. I've been trying to like dampen and suppress the sound. Is that sometimes it just seeps through. Forgive me.
Has this look of like, whenever they read one of those words that I can't say on YouTube, she's just like, how come she even put herself in that situation? Again, juror number 5, the black woman falling asleep, her head was like nodding off this way. All right, so that was lunch, okay? Out for lunch around 12 o'clock. Now comes time for cross-examination. I'll run through that quickly, and then I'll talk to you guys about rule number 29, and then we will get to answering your questions, all right? So after cross-examination starts now. It's around 1:30. We come back for lunch. Now, just remember everything I just said to you with Jane. Most of the things was, I don't want to do this. I'm not here. It's been 3 years. You did this stuff with Young Miami. I don't want to be here. I don't want to be here. The prosecution making it look like Diddy is SEX trafficking her under force, fraud, and coercion. That's what you heard in the morning.
Now, it is true. And this is the reason why, like I said, please don't be shocked if Rule 29 is implied. Because the prosecution only showing text messages of women saying, I don't want to do this anymore. I don't want to. You showing us that. You're not showing us the text messages when they was with it. You see? And this is what the defense has done. People, the defense is not calling anybody up. The defense is not interested in bringing up anybody. Why? Because the prosecution has done a great job showing how inadequate the prosecution's witnesses helped Diddy. Cassie helped Diddy. Kid, listen, I still think to this day, the worst witness, now I'm not saying S trafficking, I'm saying outside of that, the worst witness was Kid Cudi. Hey, did you know that the forensic shows on the scene that it was DNA, like fingerprints of a woman? He said, huh? He said, what you mean? Did you know it was a woman? Looked over at the prosecution. Oh, they didn't tell you that it was of a woman? Objection. No further questions. They let Kid Cudi walk out of there. He must have smoked 3 cigarettes that night. He must have smoked 3 cigarettes in 25 minutes driving to his crib. Because the prosecution didn't even tell you that the fingerprints on the car were of a woman. Bad. That's awful. Now as far as the victims, the alleged victims, the worst person up there was Jane Doe. The worst. The absolute worst person that took the stand was Jane. Absolute worst. She made Diddy look like a rock star. And Cassie made Diddy look like a concerned man. I am concerned. I do whatever it takes for my woman. She goes on an audio saying she wants to kill somebody and take somebody out, and her hands won't get dirty. And whatever I ask of my man, he's going to do. Who's to say she didn't ask Diddy to call him a friend and say get rid of that tape? Who's to say? Because it makes it look bad when Cassie gets on actual FaceTime and says, yo, yes, I cannot have those tapes get out. It still got out. I can't have those tapes get out because I got a movie coming out that's going to make me look bad. Well, there goes that. But let's keep listening, y'all. Listen.
Videos that they played, all, I'm assuming, especially even from the ones that I saw, looking like Jane didn't want to be there, all right? Now, listen to the cross-examination. They start off with a shocking text from Jane. Listen to this. Jane texts Diddy, hey, honey, I want you, and I miss you. She's texting this to Diddy. Diddy replies, what's up, babe? I miss you too. What do you want to do? Diddy's asking her what she wants to do. Listen to this. I'm going to try to say what I can on YouTube. Jane goes and says, I want to do something to Paul's D with her mouth, deep, while you do something to me from behind. This is what she's saying to Diddy. Diddy's not saying that he wants to do.
This is crazy. Papalindos, go mama lindas, go mama lindas.
No.
Okay, go mama lindas, please. Daddy's doing something, okay?
Mommy.
Okay, I know. That's here. I'm doing something, okay?
No.
You know when I'm working, I need you to go with mommy, okay?
Happy Dada.
No uppy dada right now. Don't be sad. Don't be sad. No uppy dada right now, okay? Thank you. So she literally, and you know what? They don't show these text messages though. Prosecution didn't show these text messages.
A freak off. She initiates the conversation. What's up? Diddy said, yo, you want to hang out? What do you want to do? She's like, yo, I want both of you guys doing this to me. Okay? Unprovoked. She goes on to say, how do I say this? Stroking one hard while the other is in. Okay? Continue something with her mouth and something that's hard. Oh my gosh, I hope I don't get flagged. Then she goes on to say, Daddy left me alone, who is Diddy, and she sends him a picture. Diddy replies, woof. That's all they reply.
At Zippy Shell, we make moving and storage simple. Whether you're moving and plan to do it yourself or
People,
need more
please don't be
services.
shocked tomorrow, man.
The jury was...
Please don't be shocked if tomorrow they allow this Rule 29 to hit. Please don't be shocked. Please do not. If Diddy walks tomorrow, I promise you this. I'm the first person, the first content creator I'm going to is Tisa Tells. I want to see how she's going to spin it. Man, let me tell you, Diddy must have paid off the judge. Diddy had to pay off the... I can't wait to see how she's going to spin this tomorrow. If Diddy walks, period, I want to see, I'm waiting to hear how she's going to spin this story. Hit the like button, y'all. Appreciate everybody in the live stream. Thank you for subscribing to the channel. Y'all already know.
Was shocked. I told you, before lunch, it was, she doesn't want to be here. Why are you doing this to me? This is not this. I'm made for love. I'm made to be an innocent woman.
Jane
Why
was
are
a
you doing
joke.
this? I don't want to be here. You go
Facts.
for lunch and you come back 45 minutes later and the defense are showing you text messages like this? Again, I'm not here to say whose side you be on or not, or if she was coerced or not. That's up for you to decide. But what I'm saying to you is this is a masterclass of the prosecution putting on a case of making it very believable that she does not want to do this and she's done. And the defense shows you a text thread like that around the same time. It will be up to the jury what they want to believe. And of course, up to you guys, although it doesn't matter, but it's up to you guys what you want to believe. Here's a next thread. It doesn't go as bad, but a text thread between Jane and Cabal. Jane initiates the text and says, hey, are you free this week? Cabal says, yes. She says, can you send me a pic of that? Jane says, Jane asked Cabal to get a pic of his Jane replies, wow, that's amazing. I miss it. Cabal says, you will never go hungry around me because I serve O's. You know what women want O's. So that's just like a little joke. You'll never go hungry around me. I just straight serving O's. Jane says, wow, I cannot wait. Just want to paint a picture for you. Diddy is not in this group text. This is Jane and Cabal. That's it. Again, some people would say I have to say both sides. Some people
Wow. You see, so all this, I knew she was speaking to people. So they're bringing up her own text group. Yeah, this is not good.
People might say this is what Jane feels like she has to do to keep Diddy pleased. And trauma bonding,
but they weren't involved.
What Don Hughes says. But if you don't believe in trauma bonding, if you don't believe that she's doing this and you believe she's just sending these text messages on her own, which I think some jurors do, some jurors might have a hard time believing that on your own, without Diddy asking anything, you're basically flirting around with an SCX worker.
Right.
Asking him for a picture, telling him how amazing this is. We just showed you a text message before with her and Diddy saying how much she can't wait to have two of them. Again, it's up for you guys to decide. Jane says, can I fly you out right now? I'm H-word. I want you right now. She says that she is doing something to herself while looking at his picture.
So hold on. So Jane wants to fly out the S worker on her own without Diddy. Where's the handcuffs? Yo, somebody gotta listen. Where is the handcuffs? Why is she not in the cell, the sister jail, right next to Diddy? Oh my gosh.
Pictures. I have a note here. Grandma is very not impressed, okay? She has her hand on her head like this, and she is literally like rolling her eyes. She is not impressed, okay? Hold on, I have a note. Hold on. Tenny.
And you know them grandmothers, man. Them grandmothers, man. Abuela, man. Abuela. Y'all know mama. Y'all know big mama don't play that shit. When an elderly woman got that shit in her mind, like you bullshitting. You bullshitting. You all the way bullshitting. Oh man.
Why didn't you include this? Okay, so then Jane now writes, it says, I'll give you extra. Oh, how do I say this? Jane says to Cabal, I'll pay you extra if you make me
less brain fog, less headache. I know I'm just all around staying more hydrated.
Here we
These
go.
are my favorite
Here we
electrolytes by
go.
far. I've tried
Here we go.
a lot of water. All right, I'm sure y'all know what I'm talking about. And Tenny, Diddy's co-counsel, Tenny Garagos, makes a strong point here. She asked Joseph, by the way, how come this morning when you were reading your text messages presenting your case, you never said anything about emojis? For example, when she just wrote, hey, I'll give you extra if you make me water, there was also a heart face and a kissing emoji. And as we know, a lot of things could be suggested through emojis. I felt that was a strong point to make, showing that the prosecution this morning was kind of trying to paint over the fact of, you know, that her text messages were emotionless and they didn't have any emojis there. And, you know, emojis are definitely important. Just to also remember, everything that I'm reading to you here that the defense is reading out, they're reading out because they want to show the jury that in the morning, Joseph, the summary that he put, he didn't include these things. So while Tenny is reading out these text messages, she's also asking him, why wasn't this in your chart this morning? Why didn't you put in that Jane was texting Cabal? Why didn't you put in the text messages between her and Diddy saying, I want both of you guys. I want a water. I want to pay you extra. There's a text message saying she will pay extra. This is supposed to be something for Diddy. Okay, let me continue. Jane says, I'm too excited. Cabal says, yeah, I'm excited too, baby. I can't wait to see you. Jane says, so now Cabal gets on a flight. Jane says, welcome to LA. I can't wait to see you. Then they sought the text message.
She really put him on
the hotel. Then at the end of the night, this is very important because if Jane is supposed to be coerced, why is the night ending? This is what Tenny is saying. Thank you so much. I had such a great night. Thank you. Can't wait to see you again. Cabal says, thank you, baby. I loved it. The defense is showing before and after. Jane seems very willing. Just want to put a button on that, okay? Now, the defense is done with the text messages. They feel like they've made their point to the jury. Now it's the defense turn to play parts of the freak-off tape. And just like I said earlier, the prosecution picks their time, the defense picks their times. They played 1, 2, 3, I'm not gonna tell you the times, but they played 3 freak-off videos. But again, I'll just tell you one. One, they played 2 minutes and 11 seconds to 3 minutes and 7 seconds. Then the same video, 4 minutes and 30 seconds to 7:35, and then 9 to 11.
Yeah, because if the prosecution could play that game, we could play that, two could play that game, y'all. If the prosecution wants to play little 30-second clips and things here and there, okay, let me play this. Let me play this. Let me play. Don't be shocked. Don't be shocked if tomorrow morning Diddy walks. Don't be shocked.
But they're only showing 4 parts of the tape. What is going on with these whole freak-off tapes? I want to see the whole thing, yo. And I think the jury should see the whole thing. Tenny laughs and said, all right, guys, we're concluded with the videos for the day. Because she knows they're hard to watch. She tried to make a joke, and not one person laughed at all, all right? Are you recording me, or are you having me, like, on a stream somewhere? I'm not live. Okay, just making sure we're not both live, you know what I mean? Okay, we're good. We're good. All right, Jane, okay, now we're going to Jane and an SEX worker. I'm not sure if this was Cabal or just another sex worker. Sorry, I meant to say SEX. Yeah, court today, yes. So they go back to text message. I'll get to this really quick. Jane saying, hey, are you free? The SEX worker says, no, I'm not free. Tell me when you're free. I really want to see you. I want you to F me. The S worker says, yeah, let's make this happen. Jane says, I really can't wait to get this going. You know, I have a lot of energy for you. It continues back and forth. I stop rating. The SES worker says, you know, I can make that P word keep throbbing all night long. Jane says, brainwashed or coerced into thinking they need to do Tuesday, tomorrow, talk about the jury instructions, the jury verdict instructions. That's going to happen Wednesday. Then on Thursday, they're going to in the comment section. What's missing? In their schedule. I think the defense is not going to put anybody on the stand. Nothing about a witness. There you go.
Here it goes.
Jury instructions, closing arguments, charge the jury Friday. What's missing, y'all? Let me see in the comment section. What's missing? What's missing? All right, let me tell y'all. The defense said nothing about a witness. There you go. Now you guys are seeing it. No witnesses. I love that. Danielle got it. RD got it. Produced by Tyler got it. Grand B got it. Low got it. Kerry got it. Yes, Lauren got it. Elite Boy got it. The defense today insinuated
no witnesses.
Sorry, I don't know if you're recording. How do I hear my voice like yelling on NBC? The defense does not have anything in their schedule. I think the defense is not going to put anybody on the stand. Guys, do you know how huge that is?
Yep.
If Diddy goes to trial for this long, Diddy has gone through trial this long and doesn't put one person on the stand, what does that mean?
You feel like he's gonna walk.
That the prosecution hasn't proven anything.
Yep.
There's enough reasonable doubt. Again, it's not what I'm saying, but I'm asking.
Now I will say this. There's beyond more than reasonable doubt. 3 mistrials not granted. Jane sitting here trying to set up freak-offs with dudes that she met through Diddy. Yeah, I don't see it. If one of y'all see Rico, if one of y'all see Force If anyone of y'all see it, let me know. Yeah, they don't need any witnesses when the prosecution has... Right. They don't need to do nothing. Diddy's team is like, yo, can we go home already, please? Like, Diddy, I'm still on the clock, by the way, so... Getting paid $3 million a month.
When the defense puts no witnesses on. What the heck is going on? When this case started, I keep forgetting his last name. Mark Alfigano, whatever his name is. Sorry, Mark. I see him every day. Mark Garagos. Mark Garagos told TMZ, yo, this is about a case about the federal prosecution bringing down a black man. Then we didn't hear about that. Then we heard 3 weeks. Then we heard 2 weeks. Then we heard 1 week. Then we heard two to 5 days. And now today I hear nothing. Zero. No witnesses. Wow. I still think that's brave. I think they should at least bring one person to counteract what Don Hughes said about trauma bonding, and they should have their own expert that says, no, you shouldn't listen to that or whatever. And I do believe Don, because I'm a mental health advocate, so I know everything about trauma bonding, but the defense should try to get that out the jury's mind. But it tells you they do not think the jury has proven anything beyond a reasonable doubt, and they don't even think for 1 second that they need to do any work to prove their case. And you gotta think strategy-wise. I keep talking to you guys about strategy. What does that say to the jury? What does that say to the jury? The fact that the prosecution put on a case for close to 6 weeks, had all of this testimony, and the defense is like, I'm not even going to do anything. You're not even worth talking to me.
Right.
It's a brave strategy, but it's a strategy nonetheless. That is the schedule, folks. Let me tell you what Rule 29 is. And then we can go to the comment section. Rule 29. All right. Rule 29. Motion to dismiss a case before it is put forth. A motion to dismiss the case before they put on their case and without going to the jury. It's a motion that the defense is saying, yo, before we even put on our case, we think this case should be dismissed. Well, why do you think it should be dismissed, defense? They feel the prosecution has not met their burden to establish a matter of law that Diddy committed at least one or up to 3 of the charges that he is being accused of. That goes to them not even putting a defense.
People, Diddy's team doesn't even want to talk. They're like, yo, you're costing my client money if we have to sit here and talk for another day. I'm trying to save him $10 million. Like, come on, like, let's just keep this. That's crazy. They don't even want to plead their case. Insane.
Tomorrow morning, Diddy's defense team is going to put on a case in front of the judge, and they feel like they have enough proof that the prosecution did not do their job, that they did not meet the burden of proof. Therefore, the judge should do his job and throw the case out because the burden of proof was not met. What do y'all think?
Crazy.
If I wanted hair hanging down my back like the ancestors blessed it personally, I would use castor oil. If I wanted...
Insane.
What do y'all think? And I would like to also add one thing. Rule 29, it's not a broad stroke. It could be they didn't prove the burden of proof on RICO. Throw the RICO out. They didn't prove beyond a reasonable doubt. They didn't establish the SEX trafficking, forced product coercion. Throw that out. Leave the RICO.
And I told y'all, what they're trying to get Diddy on the RICO for, every company on planet Earth exercises the same thing. There is not one, I don't care if it's McDonald's, I don't care if it's Pizza Hut, Chase Morgan Bank, the presidency, the church, everybody moves like a RICO. I'm telling you. He said if Diddy walk, he will sue. Well, you're right. You're right. Diddy can. Because now Diddy could say, look, the way they came into my crib, XYZ, I need all my shit back. I need my money. I need my accounts. People, they took money from Diddy, from his house, from his hotel. You cannot touch money because Bad Boy is not a criminal enterprise. Bad Boy is not a criminal enterprise. And yes, I already told everybody. Diddy, the minute Cassie took the stand, Diddy already put in a counter suit. He wants his $20 million back. Because the only reason why he paid $20 million, it wasn't because he was guilty. It's because obviously they proven that Cassie was a willing participant. Cassie was down with it. She's threatening dudes. So he just did that so that way he don't have to deal with the rat race. But now that he got to deal with it, he wants his money back. And I guarantee you he's going to win it. I guarantee you she's going to have to give that money right back. Now the hotel, keep your $10 million, boo. Make it last forever. But that 20 is coming right back to Diddy. I put money on it.
Throw out the SEX of women selling this. It could be a broad stroke. It could be one. It could be two. Of course, they're going to try for all 5 charges. But the judge could tomorrow look and say, the defense has a point. They did not put on a strong enough case. There was enough holes that I didn't think the prosecution has not met the burden of proof to establish a matter of law that Diddy committed at least 1 or 3 of these charges. And he could tomorrow throw out the entire case. We could be going home tomorrow, y'all.
I'll be upset though, because I told you I want to be there when Diddy walk. I want to be there. I'm going to be out there. I'm telling you, I'm going to blast in that car. You can hate me now. Do it now, because I won't stop. I want to hit that button just to do it for all the content creators. And I will stream it. I'm be like, yo, Diddy, what up, my boy? What? I'll be out there. Can't nobody take my pride. Can't nobody hold me down. Because the way they trying to do him is dirty. I ain't with it.
That is Rule 29. What do y'all think? All right, I made it to 1 hour exactly. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Bah, 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 bah. Let me get to your questions. Wow, I didn't even plan that to land an hour. I was like, yo, let me try to get this done within an hour. I really finished it in an hour and 40. Somebody says this case is BS. Just right there, I just read very quickly 10 people just in my line, and they.
Inflation is at the highest levels in over 40 years.
I want y'all to hear this one part specifically.
Who can afford a car to
Through the wide, but a lot of people do not think what is important about Rule 29, not 5. Okay, fair. Always have to keep an eye on things and keep the Jay-Z and all of this stuff. And it really came down to, now that the prosecution is going to rest tomorrow, it really came down to Cassie. Y'all want to sit down here and count it out? I don't know. Somebody says, I'm so confused. You guys have to understand, like, you know, yes, I have experience in the courtroom and I have experience in this, but I don't have nearly the amount of experience. And I don't assume that anybody else on this live has more experience. See him, but then Diddy sends her a link, because I think that the text messages, when they get back together, they're talking, that I feel like could vote not guilty for Diddy. Juror number 9, falling asleep. Then they show a picture of pills with strangers. I need a break. No more. We are supposed to feel bad for Jane. We're supposed to be feeling like do this with D. All you want is
where is it? I want y'all to hear it.
I feel like she feels like Jane should. His defense team is really, really trying to simplify things for the jury. These people and their horns and ambulances, can't they see I'm working out here, yo? My gosh. Okay, so that is it with jury selection, okay? They still have not Those are the judge's words, not mine, all right? That's how you know how serious it is. I've seen people like in a comment section saying, yo, that's impossible in your dreams. Diddy could be leaving this court tomorrow, a free older West Indian woman, to me, and I feel like I can read her and understand. Some people might read it completely different. I talk to people at lunchtime and they're like, oh my gosh, you think that grandma's on his side? I'm like, no, I don't think she's on his side.
Don't get scared, don't get scared. Don't get scared.
She looks, where she comes from. If one thing I know, older black women. My mom's an older black woman. She's Jamaican.
I love you.
You know, my aunts. You know what I mean? Like that. I come from a West Indian family. She looks like she's an older West Indian woman to me, and I feel like I can read her and understand her. And when I talk with my mom and I talk with my aunts, and Diddy could get off.
How does every company practice RICO? People, do y'all need me to pull up the video? Yo, I need 5 thumbs up in the comment section. Let me know if I gotta find it for him. Do I gotta prove to him that every single company on planet Earth practices RICO? It ain't just you. I need to see 5 people. I done showed everybody the same video. The same video that they are using to try to prove RICO. Hold up. You know what? I might just be a good sport. His male colleagues think differently in his job. Okay. Hold up. Hold on, y'all. I gotta do this for him. Let me shut down his entire job. Hold up. Let me shut his whole workplace down. Please allow me to do this. He said, my boss expenses everything and submits for reimbursement. Hold up. Is it here? Is it here? Nah. Hold up. I'm getting closer. Just for you. Hold up. Don't worry about it. Shout out to you. Shout out to your son's account. Let me show you. Right? Is it here? Damn. Nah, I know what coat she had on. She had on the... Shout out to mom. Fact. Shout out to mom. Hold up. Let me just show real fast, y'all. Be patient. Hold up, let me just show real fast. Is it here? Here you go. Got you. Here we go, y'all. Here we go. I told you I'm nasty with this.
One common goal. That is to protect.
Hold up.
Baby.
I'm gonna let the sound ring too. If it comes to my speaker, I don't care. I want to hear this loud and clear. I want to hear this damn thing loud and clear. Hold up. Thank you for the clarification. Cause these fools, hold on. I got you right now. Every company on planet Earth practices what you're about to hear right now. Are you ready? Hey, mom, are you ready? Let me get a thumbs up. Let me know that you're ready. Let me get a thumbs up. Every company on planet Earth practices what you are about to hear. And if this is what it takes to prove RICO, I'm waiting for my thumbs up from let's go.
You are Diddy. You are looking at complete devastation. And baby, we about to do this twice in a row. This was an absolutely humiliating and staggering defeat for Diddy. From the morning, every stupid motion he put in got denied. But more importantly, everybody's saying, I don't see that RICO. Well, you must be blind because they built the RICO
They built the RICO. Stick with me, Mom. Mom, I hope you're still there.
One hotel receipt, one credit card receipt at a time. They have summary witnesses, and I'm not going to lie. Why the summary witness seems to be a little bit boring, not to me, I'm loving it. This is where the RICO is proven. You must.
This is where the RICO is proven.
That's true. We know what the organization is. It's Calms Global. We got the organization. In order to have a RICO, you must have people that move, okay? Move together with one proper goal in furtherance of a mission or a goal. They have to be an enterprise. That's called Calms Global. They're moving with one common goal. That is to protect Diddy's image. When they protect Diddy's image was a moneymaker. It was the way it filtered in, okay? They have.
I'm going to say this again. Every single company on planet Earth is a collaboration of people moving under one mission. One mission. Listen. Every company moves under one mission to protect the image. Look, the image of the enterprise, of the top. JP Morgan, McDonald's, the presidency, every company has a mission statement. Hold up. In case you missed it, I'll bring it back again. Let's bring it back. Diddy, take that.
Witness seems to be a little bit boring, not to me, I'm loving it.
Listen.
This is where
Calms
the RICO
Enterprise.
is proven. You must choose. We know what the organization is. It's Calms Global.
Calms Global. Listen.
We got the organization.
Listen.
In order to have a RICO, you must have people that move, okay? Move together with one proper goal.
Ready? The president. When Joe Biden was stumbling down the stairs, and they said, he not sick, he not ill, he stumbled on a rock that you couldn't see the rock. It was a rock on the floor and he stumbled. That's what it was. They're moving under one mission to protect the image of who? The top dog, the president. Joe Biden has been sick for God knows how long, but they're going to all move as a mission to protect his image. Why? He's the moneymaker. He has to look competent in order for you to continue to trust. JP Morgan does it. Even the church does it. I'm going to say this again. I've been saying this since day 2 of the trial. This is not about Diddy. Now, if y'all notice, listen, this video came out 7 days ago. When did Tyler Perry's lawsuit drop? 7 days ago. When did Fat Joe's lawsuit drop? 6 days ago. When they came out and said, this is what they're considering RICO, every company practices RICO. You would get fired from the Department of Education. How many women get fired taking pictures in their job? How many people get fired? The girl who got fired while she's cleaning the plane on her job, she twerking and shit. She over there, girl, you look good. Why don't you back that ass up, right? So she doing all that. Fired. Why? Because it's about protecting the mission, the image of the company, which is what? American Airlines, fucking Southwest, JetBlue. Every company moves to protect the name of the company. Every company practices RICO, bro. If this is what they're using for RICO, we all going to jail. Every single one of us. Every single one of us. Strip clubs do it. They all do it. We know damn sure the church does it. I'm gonna go there if you want to go there. We know damn well the church does it. Hold on, let's keep listening.
in furtherance of a mission or a
the furtherance of the mission.
goal. They have to be an enterprise. That's Combs'
Enterprise.
global. They're moving with one common goal. That is to protect Diddy's image.
Diddy, JP Morgan, McDonald's, Walmart, fucking Walgreens, Fresh Food. Every company is there to, I told y'all, this is not about Diddy. This trial is about powerful men. Powerful men are on trial all over the place. And if they open up this can of worms, it's gonna be scary to see where this shit stops. It may not stop. But you know what I can see happening, and they can't say shit, because we know most companies have changed their policies. They could fire you for no reason. Ready? Also, all y'all chicks want to play these games, y'all all fired. All of y'all are fired. If you don't come to our company with a problem right when it happens, you gotta get the fuck up out of here. I hear you. And here's the funny thing though. This is scary for men. Any man who's looking to move into a position of power, you should be scared. Let this Diddy trial be a warning.
When they protect Diddy's image was a moneymaker. It was the way it filtered in, okay? They have...
Donald Trump's image is the moneymaker. JP Morgan's image is the moneymaker. Apple, the CEO's image is the moneymaker. What are we doing here? What are we doing here?
that common goal, and they have the underlying criminal charges. The RICO is being built right now, and nobody even sees it because there's not any headlines about, oh my God.
No, because there is none. Every company in the world will be guilty. You ready? Hear me out. I work, so Mom, if you're still there, I have ties and work for a super huge finance company. One of the biggest loaning companies on planet Earth. You don't think that the company, they write off business meetings in strip clubs, the bottles, the dinners. We had to rent this yacht to have a meeting with this person specifically here. All that shit is written off. It's a company expense. If I'm the top dog, you can't tell me how to use my money. Don't make no sense. It don't make no sense at all. Listen, man, it is what it is. It is what it is. Yeah, drinks, gas, all that. And I don't see the RICO, y'all. Oh, Diddy rent the hotel rooms. The president takes care of the stay of anybody, any diplomat that comes into the country. They're not taking care of that stay. The president takes care of that. Write it off. Ja, vete. Everybody does this. Oh, because it's Diddy. I got it. I understand. I get it. But listen, y'all, I'm not going to keep y'all much longer. I told y'all I wasn't trying to make this long. I'll see y'all a little later on the Fat Joe situation, because we going to talk about it. I told you, we talk about everything on this channel. I'll see y'all a little later. I already know what time it is. True Hall of Fame builds. Thank you for being here on this segment of the Hear Me Out podcast. Y'all already know. Thank you for subscribing to the channel, for hitting the like button, turn on notifications. Yo, Ma, subscribe to the channel on your own channel in case you ain't got access to your son's phone. It is what it is. I see all y'all on the flip side. Stay blessed. Ya tu sabe. Wepa.